All right, so we're here on men's recurve, and we're looking at the defending champ, Brady Ellison, who is down 3 points with 1 end to go against, I believe this guy's name is Glenn Thomas. Gonna have to check his first name. But he is holding a 3-point lead over Brady Ellison going into this match. However, he has some arrows where he's definitely dropped some points here. So we're gonna see what happens at the end on this. Yes, Glenn Thomas is who is 3 points up on Brady Ellison. Of course, Brady is the 2020 defending champ in this division. He's won this, the men's recurve here several times. So this would certainly classify as an upset. We'll walk down to the score here to see what happened, because this is the last end, and Brady had to make up 3 points. I see him shaking Glenn's hand. I don't know if that's a concession or if they are now tied. That would be what either Brady lost or they're tied. We're gonna go see. I'll give you a score as we walk down. I see Brady with an 11-10-9, and Glenn. Boy, Glenn has a lot of close ones, and he has an 8. So this is going to be close. Glenn is looking like, if he got the lines, he has a 10-10-8, which would put him at a tie. That would be 3 points, but we need a judge call here. So this is an interesting match no matter what. Glenn Thomas shoots for Golden Grain Archery. That's up in northwest Pennsylvania. So we got a judge in here checking out these arrows right now. This is one of Brady's arrows. He called that Brady's arrows as a 10. So Brady has an 11-10-9. Glenn's arrows we're going to check. He called. So Glenn needs this arrow to be a 10 in order to tie Brady Ellison. Otherwise, Brady's going to win by 1. He got it. Judge calls it a 10. Brady giving it a look. So now we have, that's going to be a tie there. Now, the way we break ties here is a little bit different. So 11s, number of 11s breaks a tie. So it's possible to have a tie without having a shoot off here. You have to tie in score and number of 11s to go to a shoot off. So we got to find out what happened here in this match. I'm going to find out from Brady here what the result is. So Glenn Thomas takes that one. Apparently Glenn wins. Gonna find out. Okay, so Glenn Thomas wins that match 122 to 121. Glenn Thomas knocking off the defending champ Brady Ellison. Now we're going to find out who advances in the women's pro class because we were stuck on that Brady match. So we're going to come down here and see who advances in the women's pro. Okay, so Paige Pierce is going to advance to our finals.
Do not leave the range.
Okay, Jyoti Venom won her match. Tanya Gelantine takes her match, and all right, Ella Gibson, Tanya Gelantine, Jyoti Venom, and Paige Pierce. There are 4 finalists for the Women's Open Pro class. Masters Open Pro, we're going to find out who advances there. All right, Randy Morocco advances over Michael Braden on a tiebreaker decided by 11s. Let me see. I'm guessing Tim Gillingham won. He had a substantial lead there. Looking around for George Riles and Mike Jablonski, see who won that match. Oh, we're down here at the, I believe George Riles beat Greg Copeland. George Riles advances. And then our last match is Rob Morgan and Mike Jablonski. So to repeat, we've got Tim Gillingham, Randy Morocco, George Riles. Just need to find our last Masters Open Pro. There's Mike Jablonski. I will find out here in a second. Mike Jablonski is our 4th finalist for Masters Open Pro. All right, so there you have it. Now we're going to move on to some of the Open Pro and barebow classes.
we're involved in shoot-offs. If you need to hang a target face, please go down and do so. Thank you. Good to go. All right, people, if you got to hang a target face, go out and do so. Thank you.
Okay, we are back here. Now we are back onto the Open Pro range. So we are down to the last 16 archers, which means the winners of these matches will be our finalists. So we've got on lane 1 here, or the first lane, we've got Bodie Turner, who shot that 660 last night. Perfect 660. He's still alive, shooting against Carson Sapp. Next to him, we've got Louis Price against Braden Gelantine. Mike Schlosser against Gaius Carter. Jeff Rainey against Robert Householder. Dave Cousins against Ferrero. I don't know his first name. Then a young man named Cappers against Dane Johnson. Jimmy Lutz against Jacob Marlowe. And we've got Justin Hanna against Kyle Douglas. So those are our matches in the Open Pro division. I will update folks on in barebow, men's barebow, they're still shooting, but we have our women's finalists in women's barebow: Fawn Gerard, Jill Butler, Christina Percoli, and Erin Hyam. So they're our finalists in women's barebow. We'll see them tonight. But Open Pro, this is where the big money is. Top prize here at the Classic is $20,000 with contingencies and everything, depending on which bows they're shooting and what equipment. Could take home close to $50,000. We'll go down here, check these arrows from the first end in our Open Pro matches, and I'll get first names as well for Cappers and Ferraro. Want to make sure I represent them correctly. So Nick Cappers and Anthony Ferraro. Okay. So we'll start here on the end with Bodie Turner, who is just shooting lights out this weekend. Bodie has a 33 against Carson Sapp, and Carson shot an 11-11-9. So Bodie's going to take a 2-point lead there. Braden Gelantine and Louis Price tied at 33. Mike Schlosser, Gaius Carter. Mike Schlosser has a 33. Gaius has a close call. I believe they're calling all of his 11s. So 33-33 there. Jeff Rainey shot a 33. Robert Householder shot a 33. Dave Cousins and Anthony Ferraro are at 32-32. Nick Cappers and Dane Johnson are at 33-32, it looks like. Jacob Marlowe's flipping his scorecards now. He's got a 33 to Jimmy Lutz. I believe also has a 33. Justin Hanna shot a 32 to Kyle Douglas's 33. Waiting for Jimmy Lutz to flip his cards over. No, Jimmy Lutz has a 32. So Jacob Marlowe goes 33-32 over Jimmy Lutz. Nick Cappers 33-32 over Dane Johnson. Anthony Ferraro and Dave Cousins tied at 32. Robert Householder, Jeff Rainey, 33s. Gaius Carter, Mike Schlosser tied at 33s. Louis Price, Braden Gelantine, 33-33, and Bodie Turner, 33-31 over Carson Sapp. This is 4 ends, 12 arrows. Again, our finalists, the winners of these 8 matches going on, will be our 8 archers who advance to the shoot-up finals, which for Open Pro will be on Sunday. Tomorrow, these guys will shoot. That top prize of $20,000. Be sure to tune in to our live stream of all the finals. We have 17 divisions here at the Classic, and we'll have all of those finals live streamed starting this afternoon around 1 o'clock. That's going to go until about 7 p.m. tonight. Then tomorrow we start back at 8 a.m. And our last final of the competition will be this Open Pro final. Archers are getting set. We're going to go up to the line here. Incidentally, I will mention we only have one mobile camera here, so we're just choosing to hang with the Open Pro. But we've also got Men's Open. We don't want to diminish their accomplishments at all, because those guys, there's some incredible shooters down there as well. We've got Youth Open, I see. Men's Recurve is still shooting. And, of course, Men's Barebow. They are competing as well. But we're going to stay here with the big guns, the Open Pro class. And we're stepping up for N number 2. Bodie Turner's first arrows in 11. All right, Bodie Turner starts out with an 11. Carson Sapp, I believe, shot a 10. Bodie's second arrow is an 11. Louis Price has 2 11s. Braden Galantine has 2 11s. Gaius Carter looks like he has a wide arrow for a 10, but Mike Schlosser has one that's close. Jeff Rainey has at least one questionable arrow. Robert Household has 2, 3 perfect 11s. Dave Cousins should still be clean. Anthony Ferrero looks clean. Nick Cappers looks clean. Dane Johnson, I believe, has a 33. Jacob Marlowe at full draw still. He comes out with a 33. And Jacob's shooting against Jimmy Lutz. I forgot who he's shooting against. I believe Jimmy Lutz has a 33. Jacob has a 33. Justin Hanna shot a 32, it looks like, but I believe Kyle Douglas has a 32 as well. We'll go down here in a second, get the scores. Kyle Douglas does have a 32, but Justin Hanna also has a 32. Marlowe and Lutz both shot 33s, so Jacob maintains a 1-point lead. Dane Johnson with a 33. Nick Cappers with a 33. So Nick Cappers maintains a 1-point lead over Dane Johnson. Dave Cousins and Anthony Ferrero are flipping their scores over. They're now tied at 65. Jeff Rainey and Robert Householder, he's staying perfect. He has a 1-point lead over Jeff Rainey. Gaius Carter and Mike Schlosser are now tied at 65. Louis Price and Braden Galantine, both perfect at 66. And Bodie Turner, he is still perfect with 11s. So he's going to have several points over Carson Sapp. All right, end number 3 here. Again with the Open Pro shooters. I'll start down where the camera is. We've got Kyle Douglas against Justin Hanna. Kyle Douglas has a 1-point lead. He has 2 11s down. Justin Hanna has 2 11s. Coming next to him, Jacob Marlowe is still clean, 66 to Jimmy Lutz's 65. Dane Johnson is at 65 to Nick Capper's 66, and Nick has 2 11s down there. Anthony Ferraro, Dave Cousins are both tied at 65, and they both have 2 11s. Dave just added a 3rd. Anthony added a 3rd, so they're going to stay tied. Robert Householder, 1-point lead over Jeff Rainey. Both of them have 33s. Gaius Carter and Mike Schlosser are tied at 65, and they both shot 33s. Louis Price and Braden Galantine both stay clean at 66. Bodie Turner shoots another 33 to Carson Sapp's 33, but Bodie has a 3-point lead over Carson Sapp. We're going to go down here and just double check to make sure my arrow calls are correct. I don't see very well, so I can't, don't hold me to anything you hear. Here we go. All right. Yep, no change in the Bodie Turner-Carson Sapp match. Bodie Turner maintains 3-point lead. Louis Price and Braden Galantine remain perfect. Gaius Carter and Mike Schlosser both shoot 33s. They are tied at 65. Jeff Rainey and Robert Householder both shoot 33s. So Householder has a 1-point lead. Dave Cousins and Anthony Ferrero remain tied at 98. Nick Cappers and Dane Johnson, we have an arrow call. Jacob Marlowe is perfect at 99 to Jimmy Lutz 98. And Kyle Douglas has a 2-point lead over Justin Hanna, 97-95. We're waiting for an arrow call on Nick Cappers. Okay, Nick Cappers' arrow was an 11, so he holds on to a 1-point lead over Dane Johnson. All right, here we go. Last end. Just to review, Kyle Douglas, 2-point lead over Justin Hanna. Jacob Marlowe, 1-point lead over Jimmy Lutz. Nick Cappers, 1-point lead over Dane Johnson. Anthony Farrow, Dave Cousins tied. Robert Householder, 1-point lead over Jeff Rainey. Gaius Carter, Mike Schlosser tied. Louis Price, Braden Gelantine tied. And Bodie Turner, 3-point lead over Carson Sapp. Our winners here advance to the finals, which will be tomorrow afternoon, Saturday afternoon. Ooh, Braden Gelantine's got a close arrow against Louis Price. Going to want to check that one because that would be Braden's first point dropped, if that's in fact what happened. Louis Price has 2 perfect arrows. Jeff Rainey and Robert Householder. Robert Householder stays clean. So Robert Householder is going to advance. Kyle Douglas is going to advance. Jacob Marlowe is going to advance. Looks like Nick Cappers should advance. The rest are too close. Well, Bodie Turner we know is going to advance. Here we go. Going to go down and see who moves on to the finals. And we're going to, it looks like we're going to have some shoot-offs. Gaius Carter and Mike Schlosser will go to a shoot-off. Okay, Bodie Turner advances. We have an arrow call on Louis Price and Braden Gelantine. Mike Schlosser and Gaius Carter will go to a shoot-off. Robert Householder will advance. Dave Cousins and Anthony Ferrero will go to a shoot-off. Jacob Marlowe shoots a perfect match, so he advances to the finals. And as we mentioned, Kyle Douglas goes to the finals. All right, so we got some shoot-offs and some arrow calls here. Dane Johnson and Nick Cappers. We got a close call. If it's called for Cappers, then we got a tie. Nick Cappers gets an 11. He advances. Oh, yeah. Okay, Louis Price, he does advance over Braden Gelantine. His arrow was called an 11. We are going to have shoot-offs. Gaius Carter, Mike Schlosser, Dave Cousins, Anthony Ferrero. Those are our 2 shoot-off matches.
40 after these matches are determined.
Okay, here we go. We have our shoot-offs, and these are the only shoot-offs on the floor. Dave Cousins, Anthony Ferrero, Gaius Carter, Mike Schlosser. Our shoot-off here is 1 arrow closest to center. Winners of these shoot-offs advance to the finals. So a lot on the line here. Mike Schlosser is really close. Dave Cousins is absolutely dead center. We're going to have to look at Mike Schlosser and Gaius Carter. Dave Cousins definitely won. He is right on the spider. So the judge is already measuring at Mike Schlosser and Gaius Carter. We got a tie between Gaius Carter and Mike Schlosser. What the judge said, it was within a millimeter. So they will shoot again. Dave Cousins again will advance. We're going to go another arrow. 1 millimeter. That was the difference. It was within 1 millimeter. Too close to call, so we shoot again. Same thing, closest to center. Gaius Carter and Mike Schlosser. Mike Schlosser is a 2-time winner of the Classic, 2018 and 20. Gaius Carter, I don't know if he's ever been in the Open Pro Finals here. This may be his best finish. So we are going to find out. We're going to bring the archers, Dave Cousins and Anthony Ferrero, back, and we are going to shoot again. Big crowd here behind these guys watching it. Everybody knows what's on the line here. This is on the line for a chance at the big bucks. As you know, the way our format works, all you have to do is get into the finals and you have a chance to win it all. So here we go. The judge just informed them. 1 arrow, closest to center. Here we go. Gaius Carter on the right, Mike Schlosser on the left. Mike Schlosser from the Netherlands, known as Mr. Perfect. Can he keep that going here? Oh, he left some room. Oh, Gaius Carter. Gaius Carter Donuts that one. We'll go down here just to make sure, but it looks like Gaius Carter's shot here. Get the judge's call. It is confirmed. Gaius Carter takes the win there, advances to the finals. Great matches here on the floor. So if you want to see who advances to the finals in all the divisions, you can go to archers.com. That will give you the bracket there, and you can find out, you know, we have 17 divisions. We were only able to give you a snippet of some of those divisions. But if you want to see who advances in all of them, you can go to archers.com, see who's going to be in our finals, which start in about 2 hours at 1 p.m. Make sure you come back.